Hey guys, this is okay. Now it's on. Hey guys, this is Andy from We Get Scammed for You, and today we're going to be taking a look at how to tell if a website is a scam. And we go through 5 different ways that you can tell a website is a scam or not. And in this article, we specifically look at a website called Whois Fashion London, and we use that website to go through the different ways and check out to see if that specific site is a scam, just to help you guys see how to look at a website and tell if it's a scam. So there's 5 different ways that we use. There's a bunch more ways that we use, but these are just the top quick 5 that we typically use. The first one is we check if there's malware on the website, and so if there's any malware, then it's probably likely that there's a scam. The next thing we do is if there's reviews about the website on other websites or on other like forums or something, what do the reviews say about the website? Does it say it's a scam or does it say it's legit? If there are negative reviews, it probably means that the website is a scam. The third thing is we check the Whois registration. We'll get more into about what Whois registration is, and there's certain things you can look at about the Whois registration that can help show if it's a scam or not. The fourth thing we'll do is we'll take a look at the website itself and see if it's trying to impersonate like a brand or a product. And if it is, then it's most likely it's probably a fraudulent website, and you probably should not use it. And the fifth thing is checking their privacy policy and seeing if there's anything in it like errors or weird privacy concerns that might throw you off or might want you not to use the website. So the first thing that we do is we check to see if there's any malware on the website. And so I use VirusTotal. VirusTotal is a website that has a bunch of antivirus and other engines that can look at the source code and the scripts that run the website and tell you if there's any malicious code on the back end. So you just simply go to the URL tab and just type it in, and it pops up. You can see that out of the 67 engines that looked at the website, there were 0 that found anything malicious. There's a lot of ones here that are well known. For example, like Bitdefender, you may know. They sometimes have Avast here. There's other well-known ones. But yeah, so this shows that it doesn't look like there's any malicious code on it, which means that it has the potential to be a safe and legit site. There are websites out there that have malicious code on it. For example, this site here in this image, techspear.d, Bitdefender found that it had some phishing stuff on it. Trustwave thought it was malicious. Sophos AV thought it was malicious. And so that specific site would be obviously a scam site that you don't want to go to. So the second thing that we're going to look at is whether the site has reviews about it and whether or not it has good reviews. And so for those of you who don't know, I enjoy using Scam Advisor. Scam Advisor takes a bunch of information that they can find and then makes a trust score. It gives a website a trust score, and so for Whois Fashion London, they gave a trust score of 10%. And not only that, but Scam Advisor has a function where you as a user can leave a review about a certain website. And this specific website actually has 2 negative reviews on it. The one just says that it's a fake site. The second says that they ordered something, they were charged, but then they didn't get anything, and they even say they do not answer. So from this site itself, this second way to check, you would see that most likely Whois Fashion London is not a good website. Some websites, as you can tell, if you go to like google.com, that's going to pop up as a good website. It should give you 100% trust score. There are no positive reviews or negative reviews, but obviously you can see that Google is probably a good website. So that's the second way to tell if the website is a scam. The third way is to check the Whois registration. Now, Whois registration will it shows you when you go to buy a domain like Oasis, LondonFashion.com, or WeGetScamsedForYou.com, or Google.com. You have to upload a bunch of information about yourself, and then it also creates a public file of when you created the website and when you when you registered the website, and then when you updated it. So, for example, if we go to OasisFashionLondon.com, we see that it was about 8 months ago, back in June of 2018, when it was registered, and it was updated that same day, and it's going to expire in about 4 months or so. This doesn't show too much that it's a scam per se, but there are websites. We get a lot of websites from people who will ask about, you know, if this certain website is a scam, and a lot of them are actually news sites. Like, we found some that are less than a week old, and that's a typical sign that it's probably a scam, because most scammers will pop up a website for like a month or two and then abandon it, because, you know, after 2 months everyone knows that it's a scam, so they move on. And so if a website is only a month or less than 2 months old, it has more of a potential to be a scam than if it was an older website. So that's the third way to check if something is a scam or not. The fourth way is to finally actually go to the website. Now that you know it's safe, there's no malware on it, go to the actual website and check and see, is it actually trying to impersonate someone? There's a lot of websites out there that will throw a word in, like Oasis. We looked at another website recently about Singer, the sewing company, sewing company, not suing, sewing company, and they try to pretend that they're the actual company while they try to sell these products, and then basically just scam people. So if you look down at the footer, if you look down at the footer, you'll see that they have Oasis Fashion and Ted Baker Clothing. Now, if you do a quick search of these two companies, you'll find that these two companies are legit sites, but they have their own website and they have their own product and company sold on their own website. And so, more than likely, this website is either selling knockoff brands, or they're just selling, they're actually not selling anything, and they're just going to take your money and run. Right, so for this fourth way, you typically look at the domain name, and you'll see Oasis Fashion in it, and so that is a branded name. And since it's a branded name, but it's not the actual product, or it's not the actual website of the branded name. For example, if you just look up Oasis Fashion, you'll find the actual website of the real Oasis brand, or whatever that is. So oasisstores.com should take you to the real place. If you want to double check, you could also go to the Facebook page or the Twitter page, and it should pop up. Over here. You see Oasis Stores. If it was the actual, if this site here, Oasis Fashion London, was the actual website, it should pop up right here that right there is Oasis Fashion London. So obviously you can tell that this site is probably a scam, and you probably don't want to trust it. And the final thing, point number 5, the number 5, the fifth way, is to go all the way down to the bottom and take a look at their privacy policy or their privacy notice. A privacy policy is basically just a way for the website to tell you what they're going to do with the information that they take from you, and how they're going to keep it private. And you'll read immediately right in here, it says you can browse our sites without telling us any personal information about yourself. If you choose to provide us personal information, you consent to the transfer and storage of that information on our servers. We collect and store information you provide through our digital properties in our stores. The information we collect to you includes things like name, mailing list, email address, phone number, credit card number, and other payment information. The first 4 things, a name, email, and your mailing address and phone number, those I understand, but credit card information, I typically don't think website itself needs to know that information. It should be going through a third party, like for example PayPal or like a credit card provider, service provider, and they'll take care of all the credit card information. If a privacy policy says that it's going to store your credit card information, I personally wouldn't trust it, just because there's a lot higher risk of, number one, them doing something with it, but then number two, if the site itself is hacked or if something is leaked, you know, then your information's out there and you've got a whole mess of trouble that you don't want to take care of. They also go on later on and they say how they may transfer or otherwise make available your personal information, which includes your payment information, to our affiliates and to other third parties who provide services on our behalf. Now, most likely they're trying to mean this all with good intentions, but you have no clue who their third parties are, who their affiliates are. You know, for all it could be their brother who is their third party, and they're just giving their brother all the information and the brother's doing terrible stuff with it. So those are the 5 ways to check a website to see if it's a scam. Thanks for watching, and feel free to like this video or subscribe to our channel.